Welcome back, guys, to QBSYLUHV channel. Today we'd like to talk only about Bitcoin, what we can see by end of this year. Let's dive in. Let's start with the sentiment. So what do we got now? If we scroll it to Twitter feed, for example, everybody is just extremely bullish for October, November. The sentiment is changed in one click, because everybody, just literally everybody, was extremely bearish about the September because of just a random statistic, random table where you could see the 7 years in a row or 6 years in a row we got a red September. And it's just a bad habit when you analyze and build your analysis just based on the historical metrics. What's the point analyze the previous 6 or 7 years and make your own decision based only by previous years? We got a totally different macro. We live in a totally different world, So everything can happen, tomorrow by macro, by geopolitics, and it will affect all markets. So what's the point to just to check the random numbers previously on statistic and make a decision, invest money or not? You have to invest in your zone of interest and sell in your zone of interest. It was a top previous all-time high, 2017. We drop it under previous all-time high. One more confirmation. So all this statistic, all this stuff, it's just bullshit, We just can work with possibilities. And we can analyze only current moment and build your own strategy when you in and when you out. Line chart look like this one. So basically, like you remember, usually we can see the 3 drives pattern. And I told you the main idea about 2025, 2026 crash. So on the yearly time frame, we can forming the 3 drives pattern. And even this cycle, we can not beat the 100K because the 100K still for majority is like a trigger. And when the people will see 85, 90K, everybody just go all in because they will see all these headlines about, oh yes, inflation, blah, 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 the money printing, all this stuff, the USD is bad, the BlackRock, the institutional now joining into Bitcoin. It's just a bullshit because BlackRock and institutional, they joined it in 2014, 2015. This is a average price entry. And this will be the step-by-step exit. So you have to turn on the logic. Now, the people waiting the ETF, but people waiting the specific deadlines. They read a lot of headlines about this. Oh, we got a deadlines. This postponed. We have to. They have to approve the ETF by end of October, for example, or 17 October, or they postpone it. They can approve it in just a random day, guys. It's just the deadlines. They can approve it tomorrow without any single announcement. So this is a point what you have to understand. Next narrative, we got 3 years up, 1 down. 3 up, 1 down. Now, once again, the people waiting the 3 up. Years. That's a yearly time frame. Maybe this model will work again. Based on a yearly time frame, we close this gap. So we got this one. Yearly gap, imagine. Right? So we close almost full fill. Right? And even if we drop lower than the previous all-time high, no matter what happened, people always find a explanation why it's happened. Even the Bitcoin model is broke, people find an explanation why everything good. Why everything good and why 100K is programmed and why we have to skyrocket to 400K, 1 million and all this stuff. Where that guy who shilled the Bitcoin to 1 million in 90 days. Why people forgot about this shit? Why? So what's happened? You have to understand every single news, every single shit what a big influencer posted, it's just for some reason to change the sentiment in the market. That's a point. You have to just mark your entry, your exit. So for example, if your entry is 16, you mark your exit, for example, at 54, then 76, 92, or 140. That's it. If we go to 220, it's okay. you already grab your profit. And then you just trade. That's a big difference between the trading and investment. So I made a lot of videos about investments area for altcoins. The same story for Bitcoin. In 2021, I made a video about Bitcoin so we can drop to 14K 500. So we didn't touch 1K difference, you know. So almost on point, almost. Of course, I can't tell you till penny. You know, we just work with possibilities, but I mark the zone where we can accumulate the Bitcoin. While everybody waiting the 10K, we accumulated at 15 and 16. It's okay even if you accumulated 20K, you know. Just mark your entry, mark your exit. Yearly time frame, like a magnet. And if we even sweep this top, 77, 85, we will be still not hit 100K. If we go to monthly time frame, I will show you the Bitcoin on Binance, what I don't like, and the Bitcoin on the Bitstamp. We get two big differences, you know, on the futures and on a spot. On a monthly, we got this one, this monthly gap. The main idea, personally for me, you know, the main idea to sweep this equal high because I already explained to you S&P 500, Nasdaq, and the gold was here at this area. March 2022. So it can be in April, May. So they can push price till that time with all these narratives about ADF, with all this stuff, you know. Plus, we got election next year in the United States, in Ukraine, and in Russia. So it's going to be the pretty huge year. And after that, we can drop it down, hold the line at Elon Musk entry, average 30K price, and build one more leg, like it's what's A, B, C, you know, bear market. This was the end of a bull run, not here. So open your eyes. Now we can see A, B, C, D, and for example, like this one. Maybe it's going to be the 81K, 85K. Maybe even we hit 95K. But we have all chances to not beat the 100K. Not this cycle, you know. We will see how it goes. But I'm more than sure we will form the three rise pattern on a monthly or yearly time frame. 1, 3, 2, 3. And after that, we drop it much harder than we drop now. And everybody will be shocked. Everybody will be shocked. Look, what I don't like on the weekly time frame here. It was a drop in June 2023 here at 24,756. It was a retest of neckline. So if you trade basic classic analysis, head and shoulder, neckline. So we retested here. Retested this area. If we go to line chart, was a neckline. On a line chart, of course, we didn't test it, you know. But on candles, we test this neckline. So it's up to you to analyze on the line chart or not. But on the line chart, it basically not looks like even a head and shoulder. That's why I'm not trade classic patterns. So neckline is tested. Sentiment is bullish. Now, a monthly gap. This one, so at least 35K, what I told you. When we was at 16, I told you about 35. Now, here, the target, why we can move higher, because on a Binance futures, we sweep this low. On futures, on a spot, we didn't sweep it. Let me show you. Here, the big difference. And it can be the trap, you know. So we sweep it on the futures, but not sweep on the spot. That's why. Would be good, just personally for me, would be good, of course, to see something like this one and then up, you know. But they can push the price so high till April, May, you know, to wreck everybody. Because at 45, at 50K, everybody gonna jump into Bitcoin and scream we go into 100K once again. So the human nature never change. So this is the reason why we can pump so high. Next story. I already showed you on the line chart on the weekly. Here was a test. test, and here was a test. And if we extend right, we can see something like this one. We came into the channel over then equilibrium, retest in June 2021. Then equilibrium, test of top of channel, 50, 56, 15, 58, you know. But this was the end of real end of bull market. It was just double top. Then we collapsed it down, one more test, and we crashed it lower than previous all-time high. Here, test of previous all-time high. Everybody open longs because of the one belief, so we can drop lower, and was what trap. And in this area, people start drawing. We have to go into 10K and all this stuff. Then we bounce to equilibrium once again. Of course, we can trade in a sideways, you know, like this one. In a sideways to 30K, even till June, like this one, May, June 2024. But we also can see something like this one, you know, over than channel, going out of this channel, over than 47K, this area. And then come back and retest it till October, December, till October 2024. So it can be like this move, retest 30K, and after 30K, we skyrocket up to new top. Now let's take a look on indicators, what the indicator shows on weekly and the monthly. So let's start with, let's take a look on a spot and futures. On a spot, on the weekly, ADZ direction, here, everything organically. We are in accumulation, huge accumulation, June 2022 accumulation. No divergences, nothing, you know, Bitcoin move pretty good. Accumulation was here in September 2023. And if we take a look historically, we never see the biggest accumulation ever on the chart. Even bigger than in April 2014. So you have to turn on the logic and understand what's going on at this price area. Somebody accumulate more Bitcoin even in 2014. And probably you know who this guys. Once again, huge accumulation in this August 2022 till January 2023. Almost the same accumulation was here in December 18 till March 19. Then, of course, we got a COVID dump. But, of course, we can see even something like Black Swan here. Because you have to understand the drop from 50K, for example, or even 48, drop to 35, it's going to be pretty hard. To everybody, you know, to order block. So we will see this huge order block. It's going to be a positive scenario. Of course, negative scenario if we drop like this one to test equilibrium, to test the 20K. Yes, of course, this scenario also possible to sweep these lows. But we just work with possibilities and you have to make a deal with yourself. If I see on the chart this move, I do this. If I see this, I do this. With my money, you know, with your money. Based on indicators, everything more bullish once again than bearish. Monthly time frame, ADZ, we're at the bottom on a direction and ADZ in accumulation. Market mood here, green zone. There is no area now. Here, green zone was in February 2020 before the COVID dump. And after that, we skyrocket to orange, to red and extremely red color. Then come down, once again, double top. So now we didn't even see that orange zone. Orange zone can appear at this area, retest, red, extremely red. And then we can see the distribution down. So this is what about market mood. Market mood on futures. Let's take a look. Market mood on a monthly. We just came into the green zone. So look, it's fun, yeah? So when we drop it here, it was still distribution. But then we pump it 100%, almost 100%, yes. And now we're in the green zone on a monthly time frame. But it's on the futures, you know. That's why we have to analyze on a spot. Based on trade on the spot, on a monthly time frame. Sell, recommendation close position, bull run. Sell, recommendation close position, bull run, COVID dump, retest. big reset. Sell, sell, drop it down, recommendation, close position. So this is how it works. And don't need to scream about, oh, the bull run is start when we go into 46, 48, 50K. Bull runs start exactly when the bear market ends. Bull run starts not at this retest. Bull run starts when we touch the bottom and we can go in the sideways. If we take a look on a weekly, what do we got? Sell, sell. One more confirmation. This was the end of bull run. It was just double top. And here's a take profit on a weekly on a spot, signal to buy. This signal is still relevant. So we never seen a new signal to sell or something, you know. We can trade long-term period in this sideways, for example, in this triangle. So you have to just make a deal with yourself, what to do with your money. Don't wait at the bottom or don't wait the top, you know. Just mark your entry and mark your exit line. Because it's going to be pretty bad if you just start jumping it at these points. So signal to buy was appear exactly, let me tell you, June 2022 on a weekly time frame. On a spot and trade on weekly on a Binance, it was the same story. Yes, the same story. Low and buy. June, then we got November and FTX. And let's take a look on last indicator is take profit on a monthly. On a monthly, what I don't like, you know, I don't like, so we trade over then exit line. So this is what I don't like. But, you know, all lines are dynamic. And like you can see, we test the exit line. We test the take profit line. And I will not be surprised if we go in higher like this one. But after that, we go in and retest the buy line. So it's going to be the 15K, for example. But trust me, drop from 84, 86, 90K to 14 or 12, it's going to be pretty much harder than we drop now. On a weekly, on the futures, here we tested the fundamental value, tested fundamental value under, tested the buy line here in the March 2023, and didn't test the take profit line. 33,800, a 38,200, it's exit line. On weekly on a spot, we trade the same story here, tested even 50% of this range, and now the take profit 34,700, it's 50% of monthly gap, and exit line, it's almost the top of this channel. With a weak candle, it can be 39,540. So this is what about a weekly time frame. So guys, the conclusion, basically, I'm more also bullish than bearish. My target is here. My target is here till April, May. I don't think so. We will go and test like this one buy line. No, I think we are curve up even on a weekly time frame, you know, going like this one. And after this sell and May and go away event, we go and retest the buy line. Buy line till that time can be around 30K and one move up, one or two legs up to new high or new all-time high. But everything what I told you about 2025 news and events, what we can wait this year's still relevant. So my plan is mostly not about the October, November. My plan is still mostly about the April, May 2024 with ETF or without. So guys, subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.